Good morning and welcome to our coverage from Edgbaston. You joined us for this match between England and Australia. Earlier, I took a look at the conditions for the day, and you'll be looking at plenty of runs on this pitch, not much fun for the bowlers. Something that shouldn't cause any problems is the weather. Absolutely stunning out there. Perfect for cricket, not a cloud in the sky, and no threat of rain anytime soon.
That's a surprise. I really did think the obvious choice would have been to throw the ball to your bowlers, but no, time for the openers to pad up. Probably surprised them as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Welcome to this match between England and...
We're about ready to get underway, and already the crowd is up and about. This is looking to be a great day of cricket. Big appeal. What's the umpire going to say? Finds the fielder with that shot. Bowled, gets the vital breakthrough.
The trudge back to the pavilion, a disappointing display in the end for someone with such skill. This goes down as a fail.
New batter will probably look to work the singles early on and settle in. Someone different now to bowl at brings a different set of problems. I feel it's just a matter of pitching the ball up and getting them onto the front foot. Caught the edge. Big shout from the bowler. Wow, brilliant reactions and what a catch.
A long walk back to the pavilion. This has not been a good knock, not what you expect from someone of this quality.
As they take guard, they'll want to feel bat on ball early and get off the mark and settle the nerves a bit. Misses everything. Classic cover drive, but finds the fielder at cover. End of the over, 1 run coming from it. Australia are 1 for 2. A new bowler is coming into the attack. Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing. Straight to the fielder. Immaculate timing there. Lovely cover drive, but straight to extra cover. Good aggressive running, turned 2 into 3, putting pressure back onto the fielders. Can't get that outside the ring field. Six runs added in that over. Australia are 7 for 2. Anderson ready to start from the City end. Head over the ball, great shot, that's racing away.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there's no point in chasing that.
Perfectly timed.
Picked up 4 with a lovely shot off the front foot.
Carey is starting to really get on top of this bowling. May need a few changes to halt this momentum. Couldn't get it through the field. Trouble here. No. Terrible shot. Wow, that missed a lot. 10 runs added there. Australia are 17 for 2. Doesn't beat the infield. Classic cover drive, but finds the fielder at cover. Will need a direct hit. 2 runs coming from the over. Australia on 19 for 2. Collects that one simple as you like, inside the ring. Thick inside edge there. They've gone up here. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitching it on a length is obviously the way to go. Got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward. Putting the pressure on the batter. This is a big appeal. Broad, ready to start from the pavilion end. Lovely cover drive, but straight to extra cover. End of another tidy over.
19 for 2.
Quick onto that in the infield. Super shot that.
Finds the middle of the bat. Great timing. Lovely front foot shot that's raced to the boundary. You can't fault that shot. Nicely played. 4 runs all the way.
Nice, solid defensive shot. That's a good shot. It's just full of class. Just open the face of the bat on impact and it goes all the way.
Great shot for 6. Moving along nicely and really starting to build this innings now.
Good running, keeping the scoreboard ticking over. Dug that out well. End of the over, 12 runs coming from it. Australia are 31 for 2. Classic cover drive, but finds the fielder at cover. Through the gap, great shot.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. That is a beautiful front foot shot. No point in chasing that one.
You can't mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next delivery right. Four runs added in the over. Australia are 35 for 2. Wood, the right armour, is coming into the attack from the City end. Oh, that's nice. Good defence. Through the shot late, looked nasty. Over completed, and it's a maiden. Broad, ready to start from the pavilion end. That's got them, a direct hit on the body. Finds the fielder with that shot. End of the over, the batter's pinned down at the moment. Misjudged the pace and they'll have a nice bruise to show off tomorrow morning. Misses everything. Classic cover drive, but finds the fielder at cover. Trouble here. Oh, great run out.
That's the third wicket down, not happy walking off the field, and there's a real feeling of disappointment.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter makes their way out. The crowd is electric right now. Oh, that's great commitment by the fielder. Nice, solid defensive shot. End of a quiet over.
Now 36 for 3.
Wokes, the right-arm medium bowler, is coming into the attack from the pavilion end. Immaculate timing there. Drives straight down the ground. Mid-on will collect that though. End of another tidy over.
7 for 3.
Wood ready to start from the City end. Moves in quickly, needs a direct hit. Brilliant. That will take some catching.
It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward on the front foot is ridiculous.
No. Terrible shot. Wow, that missed a lot. That looks gone. Oh, great run out.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
They'll be looking to play in what we call the V early on. A straight bat, keeping the elbow bent and upright, and then look to expand the shot making as they settle in. Ouch, look nasty. End of a superb over, taking a wicket and not allowing them to rotate the strike. Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring. Could that be out? Looks like it.
Starting to get interesting now. That's the 5th wicket and a very frustrated batter heading back to the pavilion.
New batter at the crease will look to settle in quickly and get stuck into their work. Doesn't beat the infield. Wokes with a wicket maiden could shift momentum here for his team. This is a big appeal. Edge, that's stuck. Great catch. Wow, brilliant reactions and what a catch.
Really getting to the tail enders now. 6 wicket gone. That's not a lot left in this lineup.
coming in with some pressure on their shoulders. They've had a lean run of form in the last few weeks, so will want to take their time a bit getting in. Wow, how did that miss? No runs coming off. Wokes ready to start from the pavilion end. Edged. Bowler and slip cordon very confident. Not really sure it's worth a review by the batter. I can't really see this being overturned. Super catch. Good wicket to pick up, but what a wasted review by the batter. I could clearly hear the edge and even see the deviation through to the keeper. Coming into bat, has performed well the last few matches. Will hope to continue this form for their team. End of a quiet over. Bowled. What a way to start the over.
Well, a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down, really didn't get settled, and looked to be in trouble for most of the knock.
England might look to push up a bit in the field and keep the pressure on the new batter. Lyon, taking guard, has been playing well in recent matches. Certainly needs to bring their A game today. Advances and throws the bat at it with absolute disdain. Cut away for 4.
That was another great ball. Nice and short, tucking up the batter. No more of that in this over.
Times that shot to perfection. Lovely cover drive, but straight to extra cover. Wood finishes an excellent over and walks away with a well-earned wicket. Good shot, a beauty.
Sometimes you've just got to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well timed, 4 runs.
Immaculate timing there. Classic cover drive, but finds the fielder at cover. Nicely played, perfect timing.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful delivery, no chance for the fielders. You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. That is a beautiful front foot shot. No point in chasing that one. Left alone and easily through to the keeper.
Picks the gap perfectly. Finds the fielder with that shot. Good running, keeping the scoreboard ticking over. Outside edge, doesn't carry. Massive appeal from the bowler and fielders. Didn't see or hear anything live. Perhaps the faintest of nicks. Wow, brilliant reactions and what a catch.
Another one goes off to the pavilion. That's 9 down now. Some good bowling, finding this tail out. And it certainly feels like this is close to the end.
Nice, solid defensive shot. Misses everything. Oh, that's nice. Good defence. Lovely cover drive, but straight to extra cover. Dug that out well. Two runs coming from the over. Australia are 66 for 9. Wood ready to start from the City end. Gone. Good work catching that one. That total just means the bowlers really have got to be on their game. Feels a really below par score. Teams are coming out now. There's a modest lead on the scoreboard with the amount of time left in the batting available. They can make this into something really substantial.
Didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it. A little bit of wobble on that one, and it's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot. Left alone and easily through to the keeper.
Over completed, and it's a maiden. The right-arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the pavilion end. Got that away nicely.
I think that's called for the front foot. Not by much, but it doesn't matter.
We'll want to make use of the extra delivery. Duckett with a lovely shot. Overpitched, and that could be 4.
I think it's time to re-look at the run-up. There's definitely something not right.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away. Can't get that outside the ring field. Outside edge. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitching it on a length is obviously the way to go. End of the over, 8 off it. England are 8 for 9. No, terrible shot. Nice, solid defensive shot. Inside edge, keeper won't catch that, and the fine leg won't stop that one. A good contest here at the moment, 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Couldn't get it through the field. Over completed, 4 runs added. England are 12 for none. Hazlewood ready to start from the pavilion end. Straight to the fielder. Quick onto that in the infield.
Didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
Over. England are 14 for none. Not fast enough to beat the middle of the bat. Brilliant shot through the covers for 4.
What a lovely shot. Really good timing. Race to the boundary.
Got that away nicely.
A little bit of wobble on that one, and it's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot.
Wow, that missed a lot.
Left alone and easily through to the keeper.
Outside edge. Stark bowled a tidy line that over.
20 for none.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through. A little bit of wobble on that ball, as it's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot, though. Crawley watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
End of the over, 1 off. England are 21 for none. Thick inside edge there. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Nice cut shot, but straight to gully. Shot on the front foot. No one's getting that. Nicely driven again. Didn't try to force it, just used all the timing at the disposal and gets the boundary. Nice, nice. Leaned into it, wide of cover, and that will give him a bit of confidence, and maybe 4.
Nothing really wrong with that ball. Got onto the front foot and found the gap to get that one to the boundary.
Edge. End of another stifling over, but they're still in search of that first breakthrough. So that's the last ball of the session, and that'll be lunch. The session ends with no wickets, but the bowlers have still been on top. The partnership might still be holding firm, but they aren't putting many runs on the board. Onto the front foot, super shot, should be 4.
No point running for that one. It was a 4 the moment it left the bat. Beautiful shot off the front foot. Didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
End of the over, 10 runs coming from it. England are 35 for none. Stark ready to start from the City end. Very fine, and fine enough to sneak away for 4. Fine leg, won't stop that one.
He didn't time that at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary. Might look to go big again here.
Collects that one simple as you like, inside the ring.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Ooh, threw the shot early and that'll be sore later on. Well batted, 4 runs off the over. England are 39 for none.
That was another great ball. Nice and short, tucking up the batter. No more of that in this over.
Edged. Finds the fielder with that shot. Let's see if they can get the ball up into that slot as before. It's so crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure.
Just too much height on that one.
Overstepped on that occasion.
Good work by the keeper. That wasn't the easiest of collects and saves some certain runs. Got way too much bounce on that delivery.
Hazlewood needs to get their run-up sorted. Looked like the release was a tad late. Edged it. Peach of a ball. Got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward. Putting the pressure on the batter. Cuts that off well in the infield. Hazlewood will be relieved that's over. Seemed like he was mistiming his release or jump. Lyon, the spinner, coming into the attack.
For Australia.
Lovely shot. Head over the ball, nice and compact. That'll be 4.
Bowling a little too wide, and that was just driven square with incredible timing. Looking very settled now.
Thought it had got past them, but a fantastic dive to cut it off. Glanced away, but finds short, fine leg. Misses everything. Over-completed, 4 runs added. England are 50 for none. Hazlewood ready to start from the pavilion end. This bowler knows how to give the ball an almighty tweak. Let's see how they go. Full ball and flicked off the pads nicely. That could be 4.
Not needed. A poor line and length. Not much effort needed to hit that to the boundary.
Nicked it.
a bit of a change-up in the field now.
Nice shot, just flicked off the pads.
Got to get the length right, the line right. It was all wrong. Crashed away for 4.
End of the over, 9 runs coming from it. England are 59 for none.
Didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it. Left alone and easily through to the keeper.
Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitching it on a length is obviously the way to go. Shot on the front foot. No one's getting that.
Didn't time it at all, but manages to get it away to the boundary.
End of the over, 4 off it. England are 63 for none. Through the gap, great shot.
That showed great skill, lovely timing, and the boundary was the only place it was heading.
Just glanced off the pads, no one stopping that one.
What a lovely shot, flown to the boundary. That's not the type of ball to be bowling.
Quick onto that in the infield. End of the over, 9 off it. England are 72 for none. To fall and gets punished for it. Fine shot. 4 more.
Well, that was a poor ball. You really can't bowl like that. Got what it deserved.
Lovely cover drive, but straight to extra cover. Four runs added in the over. England are 76 for none. Maxwell ready to start from the pavilion end. Can't get that outside the ring field. Misses, and how did that not hit? Everyone's gone up for that. They're confident about this one. Doesn't beat the infield. Over-completed, and it's a maiden. Edge. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Nicked it. Couldn't get it through the field. Outside edge. Lyon bowled well that over.
78 for 9.
Gone. Great catch. Wow, brilliant reactions, and what a catch.
Back to the pavilion, but a good contribution for the team today. That's been a nice knock.
A big opportunity here. They've done well in recent weeks, putting up some solid scores. Should be coming in with some confidence already. Perfectly timed.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful delivery. No chance for the fielders.
Cummins, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
Didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it. Left alone and easily through to the keeper.
Maxwell didn't give away much and bagged a wicket with that great delivery. Edged. Onto the front foot, super shot, should be four.
What a great shot that was. Onto the front foot really quickly. No stopping that one.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come. Straight to the fielder. Lovely shot. Head over the ball, nice and compact. That'll be 4.
This is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, dispatches it to the boundary.
End of the over and another tight over by the bowlers. Tough work out there for the 2 batters. Maxwell ready to start from the pavilion end. Collects that one simple as you like, inside the ring. Cuts it away, but finds the man just behind point. Swept just wide of the fielder at 45. Some good aggression with some risk. Finds the fielder with that shot. Got that away nicely. Three off the over. England are 95 for 1.
Good footwork behind the stumps, taking it cleanly. No interest, though, from the batter. Shoulders, arms, and true to the wicketkeeper.
Lovely cover drive, but straight to extra cover. Edged. Let's see if they can get the ball up into that slot as before. It's so crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. 6 runs added there. England are 101 for 1. Inside edge. Got to follow up that last delivery, found the edge, but no reward, putting the pressure on the batter. Caught the edge. Shot, just leant back and punched the ball through the offside. Through the gap, and that'll be 4.
The delivery was poor, but it still needed to be put away, and what a lovely shot to bring up the 4. Didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
Swept away, but finds the fielder. End of the over, 6 runs coming from it. England are 107 for 1. Lyon ready to start from the City end. Ah, that's nice. Good defence. They've picked the gap. Perfect timing. Swept just wide of the fielder at 45. Some good aggression with some risk. Wow, that missed a lot. Picks the gap perfectly.
Sometimes you've just got to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well timed, 4 runs. Top class innings, been playing very nicely out there and brings up the half century.
Good stop, probably managed to prevent 4 runs. Good shot, a beauty. Cuts that off well in the infield. No runs coming off.
Left alone and easily through to the keeper.
Very fine, and fine enough to sneak away for four. Fine leg, won't stop that one.
Pick the shorter ball quickly, great footwork, gets back and works it really well into the gap for four.
Can't get that outside the ring field. Good running, keeping the scoreboard ticking over. Ah, that's nice. Good defence. Lyon will be relieved that's over. Seemed like he was mistiming his release or jump. Maxwell, ready to start from the pavilion end.
Didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
Nicked it. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitching it on a length is obviously the way to go. Inside edge. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Very good shot there.
Well, that was a poor ball. You really can't bowl like that. Got what it deserved.
quick onto that in the infield.
Taking a bit of a risk here with a more aggressive field.
Nice, solid defensive shot. Doesn't beat the infield. Maiden over, well bowled.
And now on 131 for one.
Great shot. Stepped inside the line of the ball, rotated the wrists, and that'll run away for four.
That was a brilliant boundary, really well timed, and now starting to score quickly.
Dug that out well. Couldn't get it through the field. End of the over, the batter's pinned down at the moment. Lyon ready to start from the City end. Misses everything. Straight to the fielder. Nicely played, perfect timing. Ah, nicely done. That's gone fine and might be four.
What a lovely shot. Really good timing. Race to the boundary. Didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
End of the over, 5 runs coming from it. England are 140 for 1. Immaculate timing there.
Just perfection, a magnificent shot. You just can't hit it any better than that, racing away to the boundary.
Crawley with a lovely shot, overpitched, and that could be 4.
No point running for that one. It was a 4 the moment it left the bat. Beautiful shot off the front foot.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've always got to make them play on your terms.
Left alone and easily through to the keeper.
Over. England are 149 for 1. Onto that early, that could be 4.
Nearly got through, just about hit it in time with enough bat speed to pick up 4.
Nice, solid defensive shot. Five runs added there. England are 154 for 1. Finds the fielder with that shot. Collects that one simple as you like, inside the ring.
Didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
Does very well to quickly get across to this one. End of the over and none off it. Lyon ready to start from the City end. Smith ready at the top of their mark. The captain will be hoping they can tie down one end. Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here. Going with a more aggressive field choice. Might look to go big again here.
Through the gap. Great shot.
Pope watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper. Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Picks the gap perfectly. End of the over, 8 runs coming from it. England are 162 for 1. Pope has hit that fine and it'll run away for 4. Fine leg won't stop that one.
This is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, dispatches it to the boundary.
Oh my, that's racing away.
That really wasn't a great delivery. It was seen early and dispatched.
You can't mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next delivery right.
Left alone and easily through to the keeper.
That was a nick, a missed chance, and could be 4.
Didn't time it at all, but manages to get it away to the boundary.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a length. Too short and you'll get punished on this pitch. Got that away nicely. Really playing all their shots that over. Really expensive. End of the over and the umpire signals for tea. England will be extremely happy as the players head in for a break. They may have lost a wicket, but the runs have continued to flow in this session. Great shot, pulled straight to backward square leg though.
And that takes his partnership to 100 runs.
Didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
Wow, that missed the lot. Five runs added in the over. England are 181 for 1. Maxwell ready to start from the pavilion end. Marsh into the attack now from the pavilion end. The delivery is null and void, a dead ball.
Left alone and easily through to the keeper.
Crawley has hit that fine and it'll run away for 4. Fine leg won't stop that one.
The delivery was poor, but it still needed to be put away. And what a lovely shot to bring up the 4.
The bowler seems to have lost their grip of the ball there on the way forward. Dead ball. Nice, solid defensive shot. And it's a dead ball there. Perhaps there was some movement in his field of vision. Thin edge. Doesn't beat the infield. End of what seemed a long over. He is capable of much better bowling. Nicked it. Trying to get the pressure on now. Great ball last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. No, terrible shot.
Didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
Edged. Couldn't get it through the field. Got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward. Putting the pressure on the batter. On to the front foot. Super shot. Should be four.
A fantastic shot. Gets forward, head over the ball, smashes it away.
Four runs, square of the wicket. Excellent shot.
Just perfection, a magnificent shot. You just can't hit it any better than that, racing away to the boundary.
Quick onto that in the infield. End of a very long over. 3+ no balls. Looks like the player was releasing the ball too late. Marsh ready to start from the pavilion end. Misses everything. Straight to the fielder. Thought it had got past them, but a fantastic dive to cut it off. Something has them spooked. No delivery offered there. The bowler appears to have lost their footing on their way up to the crease. Caught the edge. Let's see if they can get the ball up into that slot as before. It's so crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Lovely cover drive, but straight to extra cover. 2 runs added. England are 202 for 1. Maxwell, coming back into the attack, has done well so far. Two straight and punch through the leg side, mid-wicket in pursuit.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, dispatches it to the boundary. Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Crawley watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
Thick inside edge there. End of the over, the batter's pinned down at the moment. Lyon coming into the attack from the pavilion end. Nicely played, perfect timing.
Didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
That's four all the way. Beautiful shot.
Timing on that shot was just perfect. Brilliant shot. A boundary the moment it hit the bat. Lovely bit of batting. 100 comes up and it really has been a well-controlled innings. Hasn't given the bowlers much of a chance.
Oh, that's nice. Good defence.
Left alone and easily through to the keeper.
Can't get that outside the ring field. 6 runs added in that over. England are 213 for 1.